Hi there, my name is Kaleena Skye and I am a BBW adult performer. So today I have been asked to answer about 20 questions about myself. So let's just dive right on in. So question number one, what is my bra size? That is a very good question. I have no idea. I used to weigh about 340 pounds and at that time my bra size was a 42M. I am down to 270 right now. So I have not really been keeping up with my bra size. I just know that I still just try to find the biggest size in the stores and just shove them in and hope they fit. Granted, they never do. Question number two. When is a great time to get my attention? All right, that's a pretty easy one. For the most part, it's in the morning or in the evening. So in the morning, I wake up at about 8 to 9 a.m. And my first thing I do is like go through all my social medias, reply to whoever I need to reply to, check my OnlyFans, um, mini vids, email, you know, get all of that out of the way before I start my day. And I also do the same thing before I go to bed. So between like 11 p.m. and 1 a.m. is usually when I'm like on my phone watching TV or answering people or just doing social media in general. So those are probably the best two times to get my attention. Question number three. Do I celebrate any holidays? That is a great question. I celebrate all holidays. I love all holidays. I don't care what it is. I love Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's is my absolute favorite. I love 4th of July, I love fireworks, anything festive, holidays, anything. I get into it 100%. Decorating, planning, whatever I can do, just always in whatever holiday. Full on, let's go. Question number four. Do I have any favorite colors? I do. I don't know if you can tell, but right now it's a mixture of pink, blue, and purple. Pink and blue is just like cute and cotton candy, and then when they mix together, it like has this really pretty like purple. So I'm into those three colors, but my favorite color of all time that I've had since I was like a little kid has always been blue. Yeah. Question number five. Do I have any favorite foods? I am a BBW. What do you think? I have met very few foods that I've not liked, to be honest. But if I have to choose some of my favorites, it would have to be pizza for like my lazy days when I'm gaming. It has to be stuffed crust. Oh, so good with lots of pepperoni. As far as like if I want to go out drinking, then it's like Mexican food. So fajitas with some like queso and chips. That I love. If it's something like romantic and I just want to celebrate something like really nice, it's steak. Ruth's Chris steak is the best. If you haven't had it, you need to try it. But like a nice fillet with some asparagus and mashed potatoes, like garlic mashed potatoes. Oh my God. As far as like dessert wise, man, I really love fried cheesecake. That's really, really, really good. Um, I also like these cookies. They're called no bake cookies. I don't know if you've had it. It has like oatmeal, chocolate, peanut butter, stuff like that. Like I could go on all day about food. I love food. I ain't met a food I didn't really like. That made me onions, like raw onions. I don't really care for that. Everything else, golden. Question number six. Could I change anything? If I could change anything, what would I change? All right, so I don't know if this means like in my whole life or like about myself. So I'm just gonna go on like about myself because really in life right now I'm pretty content with everything in my life. But if we're talking about like bettering myself physically, I want a BBL. Every girl wants a BBL. I feel like I what I'm lacking in the back, I got in the front, but I am lacking in the back. So I would so go for a BBL. As far as like myself in other different ways, I'm right now I'm currently having like an issue with what do I want to do next. I like to learn things and get really good at them, and then when I get really good at them, I like move on to something else. I get bored so easy. And I just like hop from like different career choices and career paths. And I end up like spending a lot of money for school or training or this and that to get into that career. And then I'm in that career and then I'm so happy for like a year and then I get bored and then I want to do something else. So I would definitely love to change that about myself. It's great that I have like knowledge of a wide variety of things and I've, experienced a lot of different things. But in the end, I'm never like content. I don't like that. I wish I could find like a career, you know, I think this career right now, like the adult industry is probably the longest thing I've ever stuck with. Um, but I wish that there was something else like that, something like I could just stick with, permanently, like go to college for something and like love it so much and not have to switch to something else because that's just it drives me crazy. Crazy. Question number 7. Do I shoot with sites that are just starting out? Honestly, I've only shot with one site a few times, and that's Plumper Pass. Um, yeah, I haven't really shot with any other sites just because they didn't really come to me asking. Well, that's not true. When I first started, I had a lot of attention and I had a lot of sites asking me to like come shoot with them. But at that point, I wasn't doing boy, girl, or hardcore or anything like that. So I turned them all down. And then once I transferred to like boy, girl, hardcore stuff, um, Plumper Pass was the only one that like had been consistently trying to get me to come. So I shot with them a few times and it was wonderful. Um, but since then, no, I haven't really shot with anything else. And it's not anything against like like new sites, especially if you're getting paid, you're getting paid. As long as like as long as they do the correct things like the talent testing and stuff like that and then they also like pay well, then I don't discriminate. If you're willing to invest in yourself and invest in your site and pay the models what they should be paid and get people tested like they should be, then, more power to you. Question number 8. What do I look for in a partner? Gamer, anime, smart, and high sex drive. Those are probably the 4 big things. Like anime, I can take it or leave it because I can watch anime by myself. But a gamer, I want to play our number 2. I need to hang out with someone. Like I need to have a best friend, basically. Um, and then smart. I just, I'm so logical, or not logical. I'm so like, what's it called? Like you have book smart, and then you have like common sense smart. So I am very good on common sense. I'm not like really smart when it comes to like book stuff and math. Well, I kind of like math, but like other things like that, like school smart, I'm not good at. Never been good at. But it comes to common sense, I got you. And I just find it really, really attractive when the guys that I'm into, they're really smart and they do really well in school and they get really good grades and stuff like that, or they've been to college or something like. It's not even about the money. It's not even about any of that. It's just that um, I don't know. Just it's just smart guys. It's really hot. And then of course, sex drive. I am a horn dog. Always have been. I've been since I was really little, and it's necessary. Um, I need to get it at least like every other day, and like every other day I'm gonna be grumpy. Like that's like my bare minimum, and then daily is pretty good. I can be good with that. Now, like I would be super happy if I could get it like 3 or 4 times a day, like morning, afternoon, nighttime, and then maybe if I wake up in the middle of the night to go pee and I just get a little, you know, it's just the act. It's not even me getting off. It's just like the act of sexual, like I want. I'm not gonna go into detail because, you know, yeah, trying to keep it PG sorta, but yeah. So sex drive, gamer, and smart. Yeah. All right. Question number 9. Do you have a favorite book? I do. I have a favorite series of books. And before I tell you what it is, just keep in mind I've never been big into reading. It's not really my thing. I spent most of my time either playing video games, building computers, playing with software, coding, all that geeky stuff was that's what I was into. So reading, it was never a big thing for me. But one of my first books that I read all the way through for my own personal pleasure, not like school related. Um, it was my first one and probably my last series was the Twilight series. I know it's lame, but I was like 12 and it was the first book that I actually wanted to read and I read it. I read the whole series multiple times actually. Um, Probably not the best. I heard Harry Potter's really good. I love the movies. I should probably read the books. I just haven't gotten around to it. But yeah, kind of embarrassing because Twilight wasn't that great, but as a kid, I loved it. And like I said, reading wasn't a big hobby of mine. Question number 10. Do I have any hobbies? That's perfect. Yes. Big into gaming. Always have been since I was like, I don't know, 5, 6. Anything electronic wise, like building computers, building like games with codes. Not like, anything crazy. Like a tic-tac-toe game or something, any kind of coding. Um, I love outdoors. I love swimming. I love springs, waterfalls, hiking, the mountains. I get into a little bit of everything. I did some sewing for a while, scrapbooking. I was in karate, cheerleading, dancing. I like yoga. I like to work out. Um, Honestly, my hobbies are all over the place. I get bored so easy that I mean, I played the violin, I played the guitar. The only thing that I've really stuck with for a long period of time is video games. And again, it's still like hops from League of Legends to World of Warcraft to RuneScape, back to League of Legends. Like this in here is just like a hot mess that I can't figure out. Question number 11. What is my favorite place in the world? Okay, so I haven't been many places, so I don't really have a lot to choose from. But if we're talking about places to travel, my favorite place would probably be Tennessee. I love the mountains. There's tons of waterfalls and creeks and the sound of nature, and the air is so crisp and fresh, and there's not really much humidity, and they have cabins and hot tubs and I love Tennessee so much. That would probably be my like my favorite place to travel from what I know now. There's a lot of places that I want to go, but it can't really be my favorite place if I've never been. As far as like day to day, what's my favorite place to like get away to or go do or something that I do often? It I honestly don't have a favorite place. My favorite place is just like with my family. Wherever my family is, I that's my favorite. We can be like going to do fun things. We can go to the beach. We can just like hang out in the pool, or it could be just like cuddled up on a couch watching movies or something. But like my all-time favorite thing is it doesn't really matter where I'm at as long as I'm with my family and we're having a good time. Like no fighting, no grumpiness, no aggravation, just wholesome family time. It can be literally I don't care where. Like that's my favorite places with my family. Question number 12. What is the most important thing in your life that you can't live without? That's perfect because I just told you basically is my family. And that doesn't necessarily mean like my blood sister or my blood relative, whatever. No, it is the people who have earned my love, trust, and respect type of deal. So, like my best friend, I've had for I can't even remember how long. Um, I only have one really. I love her. I don't think I could live without her. My kids, obviously, that's a no brainer. My grandparents, my mother, it's honestly just family. I couldn't live without them. I talk to them all every day. And, I hang out with them like multiple times a week. I just, they make me happy. Being with them, doing whatever, it doesn't matter. They make me happy. Question number 13. How do I feel about video games? Do I have a favorite one? Yes, I do. Love video games. Some more than others. I have a few favorites. My all-time favorite of like all time would have to be the Nintendo 64's Ocarina of Time, the Zelda. That is the shit. Best game. To me, it's my favorite game. Oof. I also really like the Portal games. The Portal games don't last as long as the Zelda game, but the Portal games, I love the puzzles and trying to think, and then I love Wheatley and GLaDOS, and just I love everything about Portal. I have never played Portal and like gotten tired of playing Portal. Like Ocarina of Time, there's like some slow spots, and it gets kind of monotonous at some points, but Portal, never. Always fun. I could play it from start to finish if I didn't have like responsibilities. That's probably the only reason I don't just play it over and over and over again. Yeah, I love Portal. I also really, really like League of Legends. I can't ever get really, really good at it, even though I try really hard. And that game is kind of a pain in the butt because you kind of have to rely on your teammates as well, or at least I do because I'm not like a professional. And then right now I'm playing Warzone, which it's not my favorite, but it's growing on me. Getting pretty good. Question number 14. Where can people find you online? Literally everywhere. Just like turn around and you'll see me. Twitter, TikTok, Facebook, mini vids, OnlyFans. I have my own website, Instagram. I was on Plexstorm for a bit. I'm on Twitch. Um, I was on YouTube. I don't know if it's still up. I'm on Pornhub definitely. Like literally, just I'm on Reddit. Um, Imager, whatever that is. Honestly, you just like Google Kaleena Skye anywhere, and you'll probably find me. I'll probably pop up. Maybe they probably half of them won't even be me. They're just like spam accounts that are just using my stuff. But honestly, I have everything. Yeah, I don't necessarily use everything because like my YouTube I haven't touched in forever. I don't even know if it's still there. Twitch I don't get on at all because people are mean. Um, but I'm definitely on. I'm always on Twitter. I'm always on OnlyFans. I'm always on many vids, stuff like that. So I'm always on TikTok. Love TikTok. Question number 15. Do I have a favorite movie? Yes, I have many favorites. This whole me being indecisive thing, it goes across everything. Like video games, movies, career choice, hobbies. I literally can't just pick one. It depends on my moods. My moods change and my preferences change. A movie that I can watch over and over again, that would have to be Wedding Crashers. Wedding Crashers is really funny. I can watch it over and over again, and it's still just as funny each time. Uh, I know it says movie, but there's also there's also a TV show that I could watch over and over again, and that's Gossip Girl. Love that. It's such a girl show. I also really like Pearl Harbor. That's a good one. And Sweet November. And Taken. That's so good too. Ooh, I love Taken. And anything scary. Anything. The Grudge, Jeepers Creepers, like Hills Have Eyes. Just literally, I have so many favorite movies. Like I said, my brain is just crazy. Ooh, number 16. This is good. I like that the question asked for 5. Okay. Do you have top 5 favorite musicians, bands, living or not? Love this. Love that I can add 5. So, right now, my all-time favorite is BTS. I think they're just now getting big, but I have been in love with them for years now. They're just like a little Korean K-pop band, or not so little anymore, and they're just like, oh, it's so good. Everything is just like positivity and loving yourself, and like that's what this is. Love yourself. Yeah, it's just so good. Their message is so good. Their songs are mostly upbeat, and they got some beautiful like slow songs. Just they got anything for any mood. They got bad bitch mood. I don't know. So BTS right now is my favorite. I really, really, really love Linkin Park. I know I go from one extreme, like I'm all over the place. Linkin Park, love Linkin Park. I can listen to their music over and over again. I probably know all of their songs by heart. Um, that's two. I also really like Randy Travis. If I'm in a country mood, it's always Randy Travis. I love Randy Travis. Uh, rock like harder, not harder. Like I don't really like the super screamo stuff, but like the more rockier stuff, I like Disturbed. They are really good. And Corn, Disturbed. Yeah. And then I'm super into Cardi B because she's just so funny. And she's like I don't know if her songs are good, but they're catchy and they're funny and like I don't know. I like her. I wouldn't say she's my favorite, but I'm just Eminem, he is one of my favorites. Honestly, I don't really know. There's so many. I mean, I know it says 5, but it's like my top favorite would be like 20. Like music is my life. I love everything about music. I listen to music when I wake up, in the afternoon, if I'm driving, if I'm working out, if I'm streaming, if I'm gaming, if I'm cleaning, cooking, music. Yeah. Question number 17. Do you prefer ranch or honey mustard? Neither. Um, I don't like dressing at all. I'm not really big into sauces either. I don't like mustard, mayo, honey mustard. The only like sauces I really like is ketchup and soy sauce. So if I'm eating salad, my hope is that I'm somewhere that has soy sauce because I'll like drizzle soy sauce on it. If I don't have soy sauce, then I'll just like put some salt on it and I just eat it plain. Um, and like hamburgers or hot dogs or like sandwiches, well, not really sandwiches, but anything like that is ketchup. And as far as like a sandwich, it's either dry or I put pickles on it and use the pickle juice to make it a little bit more moist. So I'm not big on any dressings or sauces. It's weird, huh? Question number 18. How do I feel about marijuana legalization? I don't really care. I don't do it because it's not really my cup of tea. I've tried it and I don't care for it. I don't like the way it makes me feel. Um, but I know a lot of people that do and that friends that do it. I don't think it really matters. Like I'm guessing it would probably be better to like not or to legalize it because it doesn't matter if it's legal or if it's not legal. People are still going to find it. People are still going to do it. Like if you legalize it, my guess is you can probably tax it. So, I mean, I'm sure people will find a way around that too, but um I don't see why it's illegal. It's not my cup of tea, but people that want to do it are going to find it anyways and do it anyway. So I feel like I have had an edible which had that in it, and I drove past the like the drive-through window like a good 10 times back and forth, you know, just like oh shit, put it in the reverse. Whoop, shit, went too far. Put it back in drive. Like I promise you, I did that like 10 times trying to get my order from the drive-through. So if they were to legalize it, I think it should be something like how alcohol you have to, there's rules and you can get in big trouble if you don't like if you're not sober when you're driving or something. Um, because I know myself cannot drive under the influence of marijuana. So yeah. Number 19. Do you have a favorite sports team? I do. I don't. I watch sports a little bit, but it's mostly just because it's doing something with my family. My family is really into sports and football, college football. So in the fall, we do like game day stuff and watch the game and hang out on the couch and you know whatever. And I just love anything to do with family, so I've like grown accustomed to football. Not really my favorite. Not really my favorite thing to do. I don't watch it at home by myself, but we all root for the Oklahoma Sooners. So, Boomer Sooner. Question number 20, and this last question. how do I feel about Zacktank.com? I think it's actually really great. It's really well laid out. I know exactly, how to find things and look at things. I like that there's a shop that has things that you can get. And they obviously they have like interviews and stuff like that. They even have like a lewd part that is just like has some, I guess, smaller clips of scenes. And I saw Siri on there, and she's like one of my favorites. I love her titties, and like her tummy is just like super cute, and her ass, like, oh, I fucking love Siri. So I mean that won me over when I saw her in the lewds area. I was like, great sight. Alrighty, so that concludes my 20 questions. Again, my name is Kaleena Skye. If you want, you can find me on Twitter at Kaleena_Skye. I also have OnlyFans and Instagram. Just Google Kaleena Skye and I'm sure you'll find me. Okay, bye.